I found out about elder care resource planning through just research online. So I knew that I needed to get some help from my mom and getting like the Medicaid waiver and everything. And through doing that, I clicked on the link just to kind of get more information, and that's how I found out. So the problems that I was having trouble with in my siblings was my mom's financial situation. Her assets were running low. We came to the point of every month she had rent at the facility that she was at, along with some home care services. And we were really struggling to make that happen. And we even were giving of our own kind of finances at that point. And we knew that it could become a worse problem as time goes on if we didn't get help. It was overwhelming, anxiety producing, because I didn't understand the ins and outs of the Medicaid system. And when I would try to call like DHHS, leave a message, I wasn't given the proper information. And then I would hear from people that there's so many hoops to jump through. If you do it alone, this could take a really long time. So it was really frustrating. I worked full time as well. I'm raising a family. I knew my time was limited, that I couldn't do it on my own. So it was really frustrating. The difference with elder care resource planning that I found was just kind of the expertise in knowing what needed to be done, what the proper steps were to be taken. And I knew from the first phone call that like I was reassured there are experts working for your company who do this. This is what they do. They're specialists, they're experts, and they know what I would need, what what they knew, what they needed to do to help me. And they, taking on my information and asking numerous questions, they were able to give me an idea of what our situation would look like and how you all would be able to help us. The moment that I realized elder care resource planning services was helping me tremendously and to solve the problems that we were having was when the specialist that I was working with, she was very genuinely reassuring and validating me that like, you're going to be fine. And this is how I'm going to help you. And this is how I know this is going to work. She was an expert. She was quick to respond, quick to answer my questions, she knew that it was a frustrating process, told me this from the beginning, and just very reassuring. So I knew right from the start talking with her that it was going to be a good experience. So since my mom was approved for the Medicaid waiver, which was at the beginning of May, we've been able to breathe a little bit knowing that we are not going to have to pay out of pocket and diminish her what she has left, or that we won't have to pay out of our pockets. It doesn't feel as overwhelming. And I know that we can continue getting her the services that she needs and her needs met as she gets older with our approval. So it feels good. The one thing that I would tell people who are beginning this process is like with your company, Elder Care Resource Planning, like it is legitimate. People know what they're doing. They are trained and they understand the stress. They understand the tremendous work that it takes to do this. And so I would say give them a call, walk through the process, ask the questions that you need, and trust the process as well, because it works.